Good evening. Good evening. What's happening? I dominate life, family. What's going on? It is 9 o'clock on a Monday, so it's time to rock and roll. We have 15 minutes, what I'm going to call 15 minutes of fire, where we just get into this 15 minutes of encouragement and really set the tone for where we want to go during the week. So today, this 15 minutes of fire really is going to be about setting the tone for this YouTube channel, actually. Good evening, Kimberly. Good to see you. Good to see everybody checking in. Just put a little comment in the comment section. Let me know who's here. What's up, Sharon? Hey, Mark. What's going on? Hope you all had a great weekend. Did something to get yourself going. Hey, Jessica. Good to see you. She says fire. Good, good, good. Put something in the comment section. I want to know who's here, and we can get about this week. Hey, Nina. Hey, Jack. Mrs. S's fifth graders. Good to see you. 15 minutes of fire. We're going strong. So what we're going to do, I'll probably start checking in a little earlier, but I actually have a timer going. So it's at 14 minutes and 40 seconds right now. And so today I want to talk to you about this channel, where we're going. Hey, Toya. Hey, Consuela. I want to talk to you about this channel on YouTube. I want to talk to you about the different social media platforms, the overall what you can expect from me in this new year. And I want to challenge you to set an expectation for your year as well. So I've been on YouTube for a while, been posting videos on here every now and then over the years. I have a lot of content that's actually on YouTube that is marked private, that I might have sent out to like a school here or there, or a teacher, or some particular group, and so much of it doesn't have many viewers because it's been private for a long time. And so all that being said, I said, all right, I want to get real serious about actually using YouTube as a platform and connecting with people, because I believe that's my assignment. I believe I am here to help empower people and encourage people to help bring out the best in others. And there are three particular areas that I want to focus on. So when you see me, you can expect to hear a message that's surrounding one of these topics, which is love, life, and leadership. Those are my topics. My name, even, B.A. Shepherd. It really, for me, is about the training and development that goes into leadership. I believe that everyone is a leader, right? I believe that everyone has leadership potential within them, and it has nothing to do with how many followers you have. That's what we've been sold as leadership. No, but that's not really what leadership is. Leadership really comes from you developing what is within you, and then you training, you developing, you learning it, you crafting it, you mastering it, and then you serving it to the world. That's where you lead. You have an area of gifting where you lead. You can lead in your homes. You can be a leader in your relationship. You can be a leader on the job, in your community. You name it, wherever you show up, your leadership shows up with you. But in order for you truly to be a leader, you have to bring your service. You have to bring the goods. You have to bring what's on the inside. And so for me, getting onto YouTube and wanting to grow here is about serving. It's about having a platform in which to serve. And there are some benefits of YouTube. Your videos get to be here. People get to search content. And so I've dedicated myself to becoming more serious about these social media platforms, because this is what I want as a career, as a profession, not only to speak in person, which has been thrown off by the pandemic and all that's going on, but to now understand how to use these platforms to serve the world. I mean, prior to 2020, I thought, oh, I'm gonna travel around, do seminars, different places, and I had these dreams of being physically in different places. But 2020, looking back, hindsight being 2020, I recognize, guess what? That's not on the table the same way as it once was. Everywhere you go, you're going to have to quarantine, you're going to have to do all these different things. So that's not on the table the same way. So the question became during 2020, how do I make an impact? How can I reach people? And so for you and I, when we look at our lives, now all of our lives being impacted by what's going on in the world, the changes that are happening, it's not for you to give up on your dreams. It's not for you to give up on your service. It's now time for you to ask the question, how can I? How can I serve my gift when I plan to do it this way? And this happens with any relationship. How can I move forward when my relationship changed this way? How can I do this when my health is in this state of being? How? We want to be inquiring about how we can get it done. And so with this idea of getting it done, I have some goals, I have some dreams for this year, and I'm inviting you and asking you to be a part of it. If I serve you well, if I bring content that encourages your life, I'm going to ask you to help me grow. Because if you can help me grow, it's helping all of us grow. We're going to grow a community. And so I want to be upfront about that. I've set a goal that I want to reach 100,000 subscribers on YouTube this year. 100,000. Now, for me, at one point in time, I would not have even told you that because I would have felt awkward and like sheepish announcing that I wanted to do that, announcing that I wanted to grow in that kind of way. But actually being on a different platform has helped me to see that it's okay to dream. You know, I told you, many of you know, I said I had those dark times many years ago when I was going through my divorce and going through changes where I stopped dreaming. And I thought, where can I serve? But I got on TikTok in this past year. Well, a little bit earlier than this past year, but in the past year, it grew from 200 and something to over 300,000. And that let me know that my voice had a place and that the messages could reach someone's life. And I thought, this is cool because I'm not an entertainer. I don't sing, I don't dance, I'm not playing ball anymore. And so to be able to reach someone with a positive message and have it connect to them, that meant a lot to me. But it only happened because we've been building this community. We have been building and investing in one another. And so right now in this place, we're at the beginning. I have, about 1,000 people plus on this platform, but I do want to grow. And I encourage you to do the same thing in your life. Find a particular area where you are willing to stretch yourself and admit that you want to grow. Is it going to cost you? Yes, it's going to cost you. This past weekend, I spent 4 hours in a YouTube seminar. I invested in courses and invested in being a part of a program. I'm looking at videos, I'm learning, I'm consulting with people to get an understanding of how to use the platform to share my message. And so it becomes, we're in this place of possibility. The place of possibility asks the question, how can I do it? Not, oh, this will never happen for me. That's not our dialogue. That is not the dialogue anymore. We're not having that dialogue that we cannot do it. Our dialogue is one of possibility that says, how can I do it? With the anticipation that we're going to do it. And you know what? Here's the thing about it. Let me just help you with this early. You are going to have to make the investment. You're going to pay for it. You are going to pay for that marriage that you want. You are going to pay for the business that you want. You are going to pay for the schooling that you want. You are going to pay for the health that you want. You're going to pay for it. In time, energy, effort, money, it's going to cost you. Changes in habit, it's going to cost you. I was thinking about the investments that I made. I invested as well in a new messaging system so that we can be connected. It's about investment. You have to invest in where you're going. If you don't believe it, nobody else is going to believe it. But here's what's going to happen. Let me just tell you, you're going to invest beforehand. You're going to pay the price before others come along and pay the price to be with you. It's going to stretch you first. It's going to ask you and demand of you to step out of your comfort zone, step out of that place where you're holding all the cards close. You're going to have to put some chips on the table. You're going to have to bet on yourself. You ever go to a casino or somewhere like that where you make a wager or you bet with a friend or something like that? It's a risk. There's a risk involved. But let me just tell you, the risk of what you are desiring for your life, the risk of your next level is worth it. The risk of having the marriage that you desire, the risk of having the health that you desire, the risk of your dreams is worth it. And so in the comment section right now, if you are willing to take the risk, if you've been thinking about it and you're like, oh, you're kind of on the fence, tonight I want you to make a decision. I want you on the internet right now to just post it. I'm willing to take the risk. Put it in there. Be accountable for it. Let somebody see you. Just say it. I'm a risk taker. And this year, we're going to get into a different mindset. I told you I was sheepish Meaning I was a little hesitant and I was a little reserved about getting on YouTube because, oh, everybody's stuff is so polished and, they have intro videos and they have music and they have all their stuff and they look like they have whole production companies with them. And here I am just starting, like really just doing it by myself, editing and whatever, doing it by myself. But no. That the sheepishness was going to keep me from moving forward. But you have to become the lion. The lion's going to take the risk to go hunt. And guess what? The lion has to capture what it's after, or else it's going to starve. No more can you settle where you have been. No more. Because you know why? If you settle in that place, you are going to remain in this place of starvation because you know you're already there. You already know you're starving. You're starving for more. You're starving for more affection. You're starving for more attention. You're starving for a greater pay scale. You're starving for something else. Come on now. Somebody knows you've been in a place of starvation for a long time. You've been in starvation mode, trying to conserve your energy, trying to keep everything in because you barely have enough to get by. Starvation mode is draining. You know it is. Because you can't be your full self in starvation mode. You can't run as hard as you want when you're starving. But when you start feeding your soul, you start feeding that fire, you start feeding your life, guess what? Your life is going to change. And so tonight I'm encouraging you to think differently than ever before. I'm encouraging you in this community to begin talking about it, to begin sharing it, to begin stepping out into your faith of believing that I'm going to have what I see. See, this year, I believe that 100,000 on YouTube is possible. Last year, when I set out on TikTok, I said, oh, if I can just get 1,000 people, I can go live. At the end of the year, there was over 360,000 people. So why can't we do that here? Why can't we grow? Why can't we develop? If the world needs this message, if the world needs what's encouraging you, then guess what? We can find somebody else. But we as leaders, we're going to grow. We're going to grow with one another. We're going to grow our relationship deep, and then we're going to reach out to the world. Because as you live, as your light shines, someone's going to see something in you, and they're going to be drawn to you. And we should be drawn to one another. There's something in you that we need to see. There's no more time for you to be hiding. Someone needs to see you. I had to resolve this within myself. That's why I am here. I had to resolve it. And I want you to resolve it. I want you to make up your mind. I'm okay being seen. This is my time. I have to step out of the darkness, step into the light. This is your time. It's time for someone to see you. It's time for someone to see your gift. And it's time for you to share it without any shame. Yep, you've had your past. We're done with that. We're moving forward now. We're moving forward. So this is going to be a huge week, and we're going to talk about that on the different platforms. And boom, it's time to get into this. It's time to just crank up your engines, and it's time to move forward because this is the season. It's a season of victory. This is our time of victory, and you are a victorious person. So get moving. Just start getting better rest. Start nourishing your physical body, nourish your mental body. It is time for victory, and you are going to battle for your life, for your purpose, for your calling. This is your time. Let's pray. Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for all your blessings. Thank you for all of these victorious people. I thank you for this moment together, and I pray that the words that we've heard in this moment will encourage us, strengthen us, and fire us up for the week ahead. Let us move forward, taking massive action for those things that we need to accomplish in this week. We know we have a greater vision, but help us to be focused here and now. Help us to see what we can do today. And each day that we wake up, help us to see what we can do in that day, so we can take it by force, so we can dominate life, so that we have to make no apologies living in starvation mode. No, let us feed our souls with purpose. Let us feed our lives as we fulfill the purpose of our lives, as we serve those that are around us. Help us to become more passionate than ever before. Help us to be greater leaders in love and leaders in life. I thank you for each one of these people. I ask blessings upon them as we go our separate ways. In Christ's name, amen. Looks like we did it. 15 minutes and 10 seconds. We're going to have a fantastic week. If you are here and you are a part of Facebook and TikTok, know that tomorrow, Lord willing, we're going to be together going live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can jump on TikTok and be on that at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And in the Facebook group, Relation Fit Farms, you can be a part of that group. We'll be live there at the same time at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm looking forward to seeing you this week. Let's go out. Let's have a fantastic week. Dominate life. I am B.A. Shepherd, 2 P's, A-R-D, reminding you to be a shepherd. The world has enough sheep. Good night. I love you. Uh-oh, there it is.